What's good, my people? It's your boy DJ Price. Me out here. We back with another one. It's the Can We Talk podcast. We got a special guest on the show today. One of the town originals, town legend, my guy B Wall, Black Mannequin in the building. Y'all show some motherfucking love. What's good, my guy? How you feeling?
Good, man. Happy to be here.
Absolutely, man. We had to get you on here, man. Like I say, when I do this show, man, I try to get people and highlight people in the town that's doing things in the town, man, really moving and shaking in the town. You know, whether it's our living legend pioneers, future legends, man. I just want to get our stories, our people on camera, man, and get it out there for the world. Yeah. And you're one of the guys, man, that I always wanted to sit down with you on the podcast. I've told people, man, I got to get him on here, man, because first of all, you're charismatic, man. You got a lot going on, and we want to get into your story today. Mm-hmm. So I'm going to start from the beginning with you. So, man, originally, where you from? You from Portland?
Yep, I'm from here. North and North Portland, you know what I'm saying? 7144 Northeast 22nd, Skidmore and Borthwick, Commercial in Killingsworth.
Talk. Also, you've been around.
Yeah.
Okay, sure. real Portland. Portland.
I got the Skidmore and Borthwick tatted on me, though, because that's where my grandparents lived for 29 years.
Talk.
So that's home for sure.
Elementary school, where'd you go?
Beach,
okay.
Mm-hmm.
Middle school?
Yeah, middle school, I went to Whitaker.
Okay.
And I went to Floyd Light, too.
Okay, Floyd Light, I went to Whitaker. Yep. High school,
I went to David Douglas.
Okay, David Douglas. Mm-hmm. Okay, numbers out there. Okay, that's what's up. That's what's up. Yeah, man. Me, myself, man, I'm a general, man. Whitaker, Tubman, Woodlawn. You know what I'm saying? Grew up off Deacon, of course. Real Portland, Northeast shit. You did. But yeah, man. So anyways, man, we're moving forward, man. So I'm going to talk about it. So, like, is your parents rooted from here? Did they born here? They come from the South? Like mine, my grandparents came from the South on down. Yeah. But, you know what I'm saying? How about you?
My grandma, the Kennedy side, they're from Tuscaloosa, Alabama. So all her and all her brothers and sisters as well was all from there. And like her big brother, my Uncle Herbert, rest in peace, brought her up here, and a few others follow. But and then besides that, my granddaddy went to Jeff. You know what I mean? My mom and dad went to Jeff. My uncles went to Jeff.
Right.
My grandma, I don't think she wasn't here yet. She was still in Alabama. She came later. But everybody, you know what I'm saying? All the way back to, I think my granddaddy graduated in like 55. So
say that then.
Jeff? From Jeff.
Say that then. Yeah, Jeff been around for a while. My father went to Jeff. I don't know where my mama went. Shit, I forgot. Yeah. But yeah, that's what's up, man. So real Portland original, man. So I kind of want to get into your story, man. So coming up, man. So what year was you born?
I was born in 81.
81. Oh man, 81 too. 81, baby. Okay. What month?
August.
August. Okay. Leo. That's right. On March.
August 7th. My shit just
couple
passed.
months older than you. It's a couple months older. Yeah, that's what's up. 81 babies in the building. That's what's up, man. So growing up in the 80s, 90s in Portland, man, how was it for you?
I mean, it was cool, you know what I'm saying? Me and my mom's, like, you know, we moved around a lot, so I knew a lot of people just on the fact that I was in, you know what I'm saying, a lot of different areas. Like, I mean, it was cool, you know what I'm saying? I mean, when I went to Whitaker, as you know, like, elementary school was cool. Whitaker was rough.
Absolutely.
Okay, you know what I'm saying?
What house was you in?
When I went to Whitaker, I was on the 8th floor, so... I had Mr. Noonan and Mr. Londos.
I had Mr. Noonan and Mr. Londos too. Wait a minute. Yeah. 6th grade?
Yep, 6, yeah.
We were in the same class.
I was in the class with Leonard.
Me too. That's my nigga. We was in the same class. But
that's wild.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
I was, because Leonard was in the back, and I was on the side against the wall. Like when you first walk in, I was sitting right there. Like when you walk in Mr. Noonan, and it was a desk right there. I was bad as a motherfucker. Me and Leonard was badder than a motherfucker.
Yeah.
That was my nigga,
bro,
too.
This is actually hella funny, bro.
This is crazy.
That's funny.
We was in this, and then we had morning Mr. Noonan, afternoon Mr. Londos.
Yeah, because Kendra used to sit right in front of Kendra Smith.
Yeah,
we was in the same class, bro. That's wild. Me and Kendra go
back to like elementary school, bro. Yeah. Like, 100%. Yeah. But that's crazy. It was in the same class. I didn't even know. That's wild. That's wild. Say that then. That's cool, man. But anyways, so let's talk about it, man. So like you into a lot of things, man, like a lot of things. And I just kind of want to get to start. So when I first really got wind, you was cutting hair, you was a barber. I was like, okay, I see this guy, he cutting hair. I mean, I heard your name around and stuff. So I'm saying I knew you've seen your face around and stuff. We from the city, so we might not speak, but we're gonna cross paths at some point. Period. So like what really got you motivated to even go into the entrepreneur field? Because I mean, because being a barber's entrepreneur, you got your clothing line entrepreneur. So like what really gauged you to go that direction?
Man, I'm fairly failed, man. I got a couple felonies, you know what I'm saying? And you know, the felonies that I have, you know what I'm saying, have to do with guns and drugs.
Right.
So,
right.
You know what I'm saying? So it was something that I felt like, you know what I'm saying, from the life that I come from, hustling, you know what I'm saying? I've always hustled at like a very high level, whether it be illegal or legal. And, you know, it was just like, it was something that I had to switch my hustle up, you know what I'm saying? I had to do something different. And so, I mean, with the Black Mannequin thing, I just kind of feel like, you know, I mean, I ain't gonna lie, at first I didn't even want to do it.
Right.
But basically I just feel like it allowed me to quit what I was doing. Right. Do something legal, do something positive. Right. Do something that has a more positive effect on my people and something that I can actually tell people about. Right. And I feel like that was important, so.
That's what's up. We'll get deeper into Black Mannequin, but I want to go back a little bit. You said you were a felon, so am I, and it's crazy because, like for me, when I caught my felony, I worked all the time, had a job, do my 1-2 on the side. Yeah. But once I caught that felony, I couldn't work no more. So now I said, okay, I got to supplement that revenue stream. What I'm gonna do? So that's when I started really getting heavy in the streets myself, and doing little things, dibbling, dabbling, and then you know. When I used to rap back in the day. So when I was rapping, I was doing my own hip hop shows. So I went hard on that. Like everything I had to do, I had to go hard because everything to me was a revenue stream. So you know that everything was my focus. So that kind of made me move into the entrepreneur side of things. Like, okay, well, I'm learning this shit as I'm going along. And then one day I just woke up with the idea of doing parties, and I was like, really want to get my we was the first to do this, by the way, for the record. But my group, I was like, why don't we throw a party, bro, and perform at it? Just do songs, you know what I'm saying? That's already out. Rap over them before the parties. That way niggas ain't getting bored, and the songs they already know, so they already gonna be rocking. So at the time I had the vintage like one Friday a month, and so we did it, man, and it was a success. But the money I made that night, I was like, oh shit, I'm fucking with the party shit. This is when the town was lit, you know what I'm saying? So
no, I'm already knowing.
You already know. So you know what I'm saying? Town was lit, so you could really get a cool little bag. So I was like, oh shit, this is where it's at. And I just kept moving in that direction, but I took it serious. Like I really treated it like this was a gig, and really put that pressure on it. But you know what I'm saying? So that kind of drove me into that direction. And then from there, all kind of doors just opened up, and then I just, you know, really start self-educating myself. But for you, like, how was it making that transition from the streets going into just doing legal, just all the way across the board?
This is something that I talk about often with close friends, but I mean, to be completely honest, bro, I don't even know how I had the strength to do it. Well, I know by the grace of God, you know what I'm saying, and that's the only thing I can say. But you know, the type of money that I was making. I knew that I had to do something where whatever I did, you know how it is when you're hustling. Whatever I did, I knew that whatever I crossed over to do legally, I knew it had to be a hustle. I knew it had to be something that could make me a lot of money that I could hustle as well. Because you know, when you're making fast money in the streets, it makes you lazy, man. It makes you say, man, I'm not doing that. And at the time, it sounds cool, but really it's foolish. Facts. You know what I'm saying? And so that was the biggest thing for me. You know what I mean? I ain't gonna lie. Like, shout out to Devon State Bets, my guy Pricing. Okay. You know, I changed my name over to Black Mannequin. People start seeing me, start calling me that in the streets. And one day he was like, you know, you should brand Black Mannequin. And I'm like, well, how would I brand it? He's like, I don't know, make some shirts. At the time, I probably had like 80 bands in a safe, you know what I'm saying, at my grandma's house. So I'm like, man, I'm not, make some shirts. And then I'm thinking, man, I don't even know nobody who, like, you know how there's a black folks, we need to know somebody doing it. Right. I'm like, man, I don't know nobody who can live like I live making those shirts. And so I'm like, so he, you know, he kept being like, you know, holler at my cousin. He had to actually set up like 3 meetings because the first 2 I didn't show up for. And so, you know, once I got Black Mannequin going, you know what I'm saying, to speed the story up, he made my logo. And then I crossed over. And I ain't gonna lie, for the first 2 years of Black Mannequin, I was still hustling. Okay. That makes sense. Yeah, you got to transition. That's how I usually go. But what I did was smart. My business partner, Natalia, she told me, she said, eventually you're going to have to stop doing that or you're going to ruin everything. I ain't going to lie, I didn't really believe in it at first. I mean, I believed in it once I saw the logo, but I didn't believe that I can make the money that I'm making now. Right. So once I started doing that, then I told her, I said, okay, well, here's the plan. You know what I'm saying? Since Black Mannequin is going to be my way out, I'm going to take all this money I got in my safe, and we're going to invest some in the Black Mannequin, and so I'm going to take this money to live, and so while this money is dwindling, Black Mannequin is growing. Because if I wouldn't have did that, if I would have needed the money from Black Mannequin, we wouldn't even be talking about it right now. We would have been bankrupt. Facts. So thank God I had that. I was sitting on 80. So I used that money to live over the next 2 years. Then when I finally made the decision to stop hustling, now my legal bank account was up, way up. So it wasn't as up. I didn't have 80,000.
Right.
But you know what I'm saying?
Still, right.
Yeah, it was a 2-3 year mark, and it was believable to me now.
Right. So how was those early years? Like what was? I'm sure that it was a lot of hurdles. A lot of bumps you probably hit your head on starting out. Unless you went in educating yourself before you went in. Because most of us jump right in. We just got the idea. We feel good about it. We go.
I was wilding, man.
Yeah, okay. So how was it for the first few years? Like, if somebody's like, D-Wall, I can go back and give you some game. What you gonna tell yourself, man?
Man, first off, I just want to thank God for my partner and my life coach, my best friend, Natalia Riley. That's my business partner. I don't know if you ever seen her, the blonde. I'm Pinky and she's the brain. You know what I'm saying? And so we just go together. But I feel like you gotta repeat the question. Shit, I'm high.
No, you good. You know what I'm saying? Like, when you first started those first few years, how was it for you? Like take me on that journey.
So I didn't know anything. You know what I mean? Like I said, thank God I had her. I didn't know anything. I came from the streets. I had money. I had ideas.
Right.
I had no business knowledge.
Right.
She had the business knowledge. She's like 12 to 14 years running businesses and, you know what I'm saying, major in marketing. So she helped me along the way. But it was rough, man. It was like, I was doing stuff like, when you come from the streets, I was doing stuff like, I'm expecting when I take my stuff to get it done, screen printed or whatever, the people I was dealing with, I'm like, I pay my money, I get my stuff.
Right.
So I didn't know that, it's human error. Sometimes people mess up on a couple of your stuff, a couple of your joints. So people was bringing the stuff back and they're like, okay, well, here's your stuff, but 5 of them was messed up. And I'm like going berserk. Like I'm going.
Right.
Because I'm like in the streets. When you pay for it, what you get, what you mean?
What you mean? Yeah, damaged goods, what we doing here?
You know what I'm saying? So I'm like calling up to the place like, yo, if I got to come up there and my stuff is messed up, I'm just finna be a problem. So, but I'm talking to like white folks. So they're like, my business partner called me one day. She was like, the girl from the place called and she's crying. She was like, she said you called and said if you got to come up there. I said, hey, I'm just basically making a long story short. I had no business ethics.
Right.
I'm on street shit. I'm like, if somebody say, man, my short 5 grams, bro, I need that, bro.
I need that. Yeah.
What is you talking about?
100%.
Yeah, 100%. So it was a few things. I just didn't really have no business ethics. You know what I mean? And by the grace of God, like I said, I had Natalia to help me, but she really taught me a lot. Even from posting on Facebook or posting on social media disrespecting women. She's like, you gotta calm down. She's like, you want to sell clothes, or you want to be a comedian,
right?
And, you know what I'm saying? So
you do be lit online. I'll go hold you.
But I've turned way down.
100%.
Because now. Instead of having that street mentality, like, nigga, I'm gonna do what I want to. Right. I think, is this gonna be good for the business?
Yeah.
So that's where I came.
That's your brand, and everything you do is representing that brand.
Exactly.
You want to make sure it's represented in the right way. So I definitely feel that. Yeah. So let me ask you. So now that you bumped your head, you starting to learn. You got your life coach, plus your partner with you, and she's schooling you, gaming you, getting you right, but also you learning through experience.
Yeah.
When did you really see it turn for you? Like, okay, now. We done bumped our heads. We probably took a couple losses. We got some wins. Now we trying to balance out, but now we starting to get up. Now we starting to see that profit. Now we starting to really move. Like, what was that feeling for you at that moment, and when did it happen for you?
I'm gonna keep it real. I started Black Mannequin February 2017. November 2018, I stopped hustling. So illegally. So I stopped hustling. So I ain't gonna lie, from November 2018, all of 2019 was rough. And from the outside looking in, people wouldn't have thought that because people still buying my clothes and wearing it, but we didn't have no bread. The dough was low because I had a mind state of spending money like it was coming in fast, but it wasn't. So I ran all the guap out the account. I ran that joint dry. So, but at this point, you know what I'm saying, that was the transition period to when it turned better. But in that time, I just had to get up on my knees and pray every day because there was many times I wanted to call the plug and bro, I'm finna sack up, fam.
Right.
I can't, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
Because and that's why I feel like God tests you at the most crucial times because He was like, if you really want this, you got to show me. And so I didn't. I just like I said, I didn't go back to it. You know what I'm saying? So fast forward, COVID starts. 2020. I think it got bad about February, March. They started shutting stuff down. So then the dough was low. Matter of fact, I owed we owed like $1,600 on something. I think I had $1,500 in the account, so I had to take the money out so we wouldn't go bankrupt. This is March or between March and April 2020. So I'm like, damn. So it's hella rough. We get I think we got some stimulus money or something or whatever.
Right.
And May comes, we scrape up some funds. I end up buying some stuff. I was like, okay, well, we got a little bit of money, you know what I'm saying? Then let's take this and just buy all inventory.
Right.
Man, I switched over. I closed the shop in May, the closet. And because, you know, they had all the rules. Wasn't nobody coming outside. So I closed the shop and I told people I'm going back to delivering because that's what I'm used to do. That's how I hustle.
I remember that, yeah.
Man, from May 1st to the 31st, we made $26,000.
That's what's up. Salute to that. Hold on, we got to give a round of applause for that.
You feel me? Yeah.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. That's big. But so like that pandemic, so for a lot of people, the pandemic was either a blessing or it was a curse for you. For me, it was a blessing.
Yeah.
I didn't struggle in the pandemic, thank God. You know, a lot of doors open for me during the pandemic. I was able to get a lot of ideas off.
Yeah.
And of course, the streets was flooded with bread. So I don't know how that was, but it just was.
Most definitely.
So like for you, when the pandemic first hit, you had to close the shop. How was that feeling at that moment? Do you feel like, hey, we just done? Or you just in that hustle mentality, like I'm just about to turn up out the trunk and get it?
I'm gonna keep it real with you, bro. When your back is against the wall and the dough is low and you don't got no other options, that's when you get creative.
100%.
You know what I'm saying? That's when I said, bro, what are you doing? Bring your barber chair in here. So let's get, you know what I mean? And so I just started adding this because no matter what, I wasn't finna go back to what I was doing.
Facts.
And it had already been so many months. I'm like, if you go back, you's a goofy, bro.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like for real. Because you know if you go back, you're not finna leave it alone.
Nah.
You know what I'm saying? And so the strength that it took for that was my biggest hurdle in this whole situation. You know what I'm saying? This whole black mannequin thing. But like I said, I stayed down. And it all worked out, man. You know what I'm saying? And like I said, so after that May 26, next month June we did like 22. Basically over the next 4 months we made 100,000.
That's crazy.
You know it is.
That's
even
crazy.
when I sit and think about it, like, but that's what I'm saying. Off my experience, I just went back to what I knew.
Right.
I didn't know what was gonna happen.
Right.
But I ain't have no other choice.
Yeah, no other choice. Right. That's dope, man. I salute you for that, man. Because I think that just shows that you're resilient. You know what I'm saying? You wasn't taking no for an answer no matter what life threw at you. And I think a lot of people need to hear that because a lot of people, like me included, we see the outside looking in. We don't. A lot of times when you really about your business, you're not gonna share all the losses that you go through. You know what I'm saying? You always show the wins and you know what I'm saying, show the grind. But I'm smiling while I'm grinding, so everything looks good still.
Exactly.
You know, but really I might be hurting. I might be really down. You know, say dick in the dirt type shit. But I'm climbing out. But you don't show that. So a lot of people thinking this is easy. Yeah. You know, oh, you can do, I could do it. No. I make it look like this, but it ain't. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. And so for you to tell that part of the story so people can know, because I ain't gonna lie, it look like it's been peaches and cream the whole time. Nah. When the shit went down, I see you grind out the trunk, you popping the trunk open. I'm here, I'm moving, I'm dropping them here.
That's for survival.
Oh God, I was like, I said this nigga's not playing. He said the money
that was for survival.
Right, you was in that mode, but that's good for people to hear so they can know. So now they can go back and identify with that movement that you have. Like, damn, okay, and I think that's gonna inspire some folks as well. So I'm glad you brought that up. But moving on. So now, you know what I'm saying, pandemic still hitting, but the shop open though. Back open though. How was that? Like, how did you know when it was time to do that?
You know, when I ain't gonna lie, like the driving around stuff and all the gas, all the money I was doing that all day, that got old after a while. The money was cool, so I wasn't tripping. I think maybe around the end of the summer, early September, stuff kind of started opening back up to where you could have the signs, but people had to be like 6 feet. Right. So I opened it back up. After I had a whole new feeling after that 100K. You know what I'm saying? 100%. I had a whole new, and my mind, I was already thinking more creatively, you know what I'm saying? Because first I started with the barber chair, then I brought in the shoes, and so I was already thinking creatively. So after I opened the store back up, it was like, it all just worked. It mended back in. I was happy to be back, you know what I'm saying? I was filling my schedule up with cuts. I had people bringing in, copping shoes, and so it was like, you know what I'm saying? Every hustle was helping each other, you know what I mean? And I'm just inside one building, so I was taking advantage of all my square footage, and I was just trying to I mean, it was good. You know what I'm saying? I mean, everything continued to work out.
Let me ask you something. I'm going to take a pause on the story for a second. You just sparked me to ask you this question. So, like, doing this and jumping into this field, now, mind you, we've had a lot of clothes designers, T-shirt makers. The list goes on.
Yeah.
A lot of people have attempted this. Some people have been successful. Some haven't. Some people have produced quality. Some haven't. So when you came in the game, was your mission to bring quality? Because your shit's quality. You know what I'm saying? Like, it looked good. I ain't everybody say, oh, shit tore on me. It's cheap. Yeah. Everybody say it's nice, it's good. I heard nothing but good reviews on your stuff. But for you, how do you feel about quality and over quantity, for one? Because I see a lot of quantity versus quality. Yeah. And also, how do you feel about the competition? And I'm not saying in a bad way, but just competition, just your competitors out there that's doing the same thing you're doing. Did you find it hard to maneuver in that lane? Or did you find it easy to kind of wiggle in and really mess with everyone? Because you seem like you get on with everybody.
Yeah.
And that's a lot to unpack, but.
Yeah. So, okay. So the competition, I'll answer that second. So the first part was, what was the first part?
So pretty much what I'm asking is, like, once you, like, was it hard for you to navigate into the clothing lane? Like, for you, like, was it like when you first got in and now you know, like I said, tons of people doing it. People done it before you, people done it after you. Why are you doing it?
Yeah, I see what you're saying.
Yeah. Was it?
I ain't gonna lie, man. Like, in my life, for some reason, like, everything that I do, I'm just, it's a lot of stuff that I do, I'm just naturally better than people at. Like, I ain't even trying.
No, talk this shit. No, I feel you.
I mean, you know what I'm saying? And I'm not even trying to say that like I'm feeling myself.
Right.
But, and I wouldn't even say that. I just feel like I pay attention. You know what I'm saying? I'm very, like, I could watch somebody for a week and probably damn near know everything they know. You know what I'm saying? Just by watching them. You ain't got to tell me nothing. You know what I'm saying? Right. So when I got into the business, I didn't know nothing, but I knew how to hustle. And when you know how to hustle and you got a good product, you know what I mean? That's how you get out here. That's how I always looked at Black Mannequin. I'm like, I got a good product and I know how to hustle. So I'm finna hustle this product just like I would if I was, you know what I'm saying, on the block. Right. You know what I'm saying? Well, whatever. Right. So that's how I'm gonna hustle this. That's how I always looked at it. I was never like, like people be like, some of my stuff is simple or whatever, and I'm like, I never really considered myself a fashion designer. I'm a hustler. Right. You know what I'm saying? Right. I've told people, like, you can give me what you got and I'll make more money than you. Right. I'm just saying, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, give me time, and you know what I'm saying? And so I'm a hustler. So that's what I brought to this. You know what I'm saying? I thought to myself, I'm like, okay, I seen the logo. I said, okay, I got this product, right? I'm gonna flood the market. My plan was, I love the love from the city. My plan was always to be worldwide with this, because I'm like, now that I'm not selling stuff that you can't tell nobody about, and I'm selling stuff that you can tell everybody about, I'm finna tear their ass up. Like, I'm finna go crazy. Right. I can promote this on social media. Right. Thanks. This is cake. I come from the real hustle where you have to, meet me, you know what I mean? Right, 100%. Like, yeah, you know what I'm saying? And so, social media? Right. I'm like, and so, from the outside looking in, a lot of people be like, they're like, bro, your hustle is crazy. But to me, the social media just made it way easier for me. I'm like, I can post a picture and I know the recipe to all this. I can just turn my phone on. It's up right from right when I turn my phone on. It's up. Boom. Yeah, that was from the gate when I started. I said, okay, I don't know nothing about selling clothes, but what I'm gonna do first, because I think like a consumer. First, I'm gonna have the baddest women in my gear. First, second, I'm gonna have the flyest dudes. The dudes either the girls that dudes want to be like, or the girls want to be with. Facts. Third, I'm gonna take all this money and I'm finna spend $10,000 on just giving it to people that people respect. Right. You know what I'm saying? So I'm thinking all this before I even started. Right. You know what I mean? And so, but I'm not thinking like Louis Vuitton or Gucci. I'm not thinking, my threads. I'm thinking I'm gonna have quality, but I'm thinking I'm finna get this bread. Right. I'm gonna hit the block. Right. And my Cuddy Hood told me, he was like, yeah, B-Wall, because people have already respected me for my style. Right. So he was like, yeah, B-Wall, you know what I'm saying? I remember him telling me this. I'll never forget this. This is what made me always keep focused on my quality. He said, bro, niggas respect you for your style. You know what I'm saying? They love how you rock. You wear quality. Don't drop a clothing line and be telling these niggas this bullshit, bro. Right. Like, you know what I'm saying? Keep your name. You're right. Yeah. Because you get a lot of that. Like, I'm not going to lie. You know, I'm not going to put nobody on blast or anything like that. But some people's stuff, the quality just ain't there. And it's like, you know, you got the right thing, but
I seem like you trying to cut a corner for the quality, and sometimes that's not a good look because you want the quality for sure.
No, the quality is very important. Mm-hmm. And so then, you know, one thing I can say is I noticed, and shout out to, I think once I really got started, first was David Jefferson. You know what I'm saying? Stacking Kicks. He's been doing his thing for a while. So it really paved the way.
100%.
I called him when I first started because I didn't know nothing. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? And he gave me some good positive game. And then I think there might have been, there was Premium. Mm-hmm. I don't want to forget nobody because for some reason when I forget people, then they be hella mad. If it was somebody else, they'd be like, Black Mannequin, a nigga. Right. But I think it might have been a couple more brands. I think Swab Kim might have been one of them. Mm-hmm. Then my guy came around, P Nice, he had Chocolate Dope. Right. You know, that was really out here trying to push. Right. And so after that, I seen there was a lot of clothing lines came out. The way I feel, I'm a very secure man. I'm secure in what I do. I'm secure in how I live. I'm secure in how I talk. Mm-hmm. People that know me, they know that I be talking crazy sometimes, but that's really me. Like I acted like this when I was broke. So when it, hey, hold on, let's cut you off. Say that, bro. Salute to my guy Franchise. Right, we was talking one day. I was like, this dude be wild. He be lit on life. He said, man, that nigga be like that his whole life. He said, bro, it ain't no act. He said, man, he like this all. I said, all the time, bro. He said, all the time, bro. I swear to God, salute the Franchise. That's my bro. Yeah. Yeah. So, you know, overall, you know, I'm not gonna say I don't feel like I have any competition, but I just feel like I'm tunnel vision. I don't really care about what nobody else is doing. I'm not threatened by what anybody else is doing. And a lot of times people be like, B-Wall, man, you know, you be promoting people, having pop-ups in your shop, other brands, and I know a lot of brands would not do that. Right. You know what I'm saying? But I'm not threatened, man. You know what I'm saying? I truly know my purpose in life. At this point, I'm here to motivate people, you know what I mean? And I'm here to show love. And so I'm I take my job very seriously. And I'm not talking about my job as a Black Mannequin. I'm talking about in life. In life, period. Right. So that's what I'm doing. And I'm doing it to the best of my ability. And you know, that's just like I said. I'm not threatened by anybody. Like I have the utmost confidence. Like I could do a pop up with Jordan, and I'm gonna be like, you niggas want to cop this shit? Do you see this nigga with the big ass slacks on? You know what I mean? You don't want to come get fitted down. You know what I mean? Right. And I'm gonna be dead serious. So you know what I'm saying? I just truly believe in what I'm doing. I truly believe in me. And when you truly believe in yourself 100%, you don't have time to be a hater. You don't have time to talk bad about nobody else because you stuck on your path. Right. And that's what I'm on. And there you have it. All right, so now Black Mannequin is moving, is doing this 1-2, man. You picking it up, man. You survived the pandemic. So now you got the store back open. You incorporated different elements as far as the shoes, the cutting the hair. Because I ain't gonna lie, I seen you doing all at the shop. I said the shop is a one-stop shop. You can get your hair cut, get fitted up. It's lit. Yeah. So now let's talk about, man, I see you moving around the country though. You moving state to state with this, man, popping up here, there, and everywhere. I ain't seeing all kind of little different cities and states. I'm like, damn, this nigga really getting it. He getting to it, bro. Yeah. How did that opportunity open up for you where you was to move from state to state? Like, was it somebody you knew that alley to play, or was it just something that you just reached out to and started networking and making it happen for Black Mannequin? Well, I mean, I ain't gonna lie, that was it didn't come into play until we had the money to do it. So, you know what I'm saying, once we got our dough up, and we was in position to move around like that, you know what I'm saying? Then my business partner Natalia was like, you know, it might have been about comfortably, it had to be 2020. So, it was. It started in 2020. I think 2021, last year, I was in 11 cities in 12 months. But 2020, you know what I'm saying, we got our bread up, things is looking up for us. And Natalia was like, you got it, you locked it down in the city. You know what I'm saying? We got a nice support. We got the store. If you need to move around, we can have people that can work at the store. So she's like, you know, since you say Black Mannequin is worldwide, that's what we need to do now. You know what I'm saying? And so she like, you know, you need to get out there. You the voice. People like you. You're very likable. And so she, you know, we just had to, every plug that we had, every person that we knew, I just had to start opening my eyes and looking for those opportunities out of town. So basically, I think it started in Jackson, Mississippi. I remember seeing that. And so we did an event down there, and to keep it real, it went all the way bad. Matter of fact, the box that I sent down there to sell the stuff, it didn't even make it. It came like 3 or 4 months later.
Wow.
So I had one box.
Right.
One box came. There was a smaller one, which is only girl stuff. So I didn't have no dude stuff. So that first trip out of town that I spent money on, nigga, it went sour.
Sheesh, I didn't even know that. No, like I say, on the outside looking, it looked lit. My nigga got the movie.
Nah, it was sour. But like I said, though, too, I wasn't going to show you that. I wasn't going to talk 100%. About that. And so I did that. I was in Arizona. So after that, people that was watching me out of other states, they started being like, oh, you moving around? And so that's when the opportunities start pouring in. I'd probably say after I went to a couple places, after I went to Arizona, then I went to Jackson, I scheduled, that was in the first 3 or 4 months of 2021. After people seen that, I scheduled the rest of my year in different cities.
That's crazy.
Dallas, El Paso, Houston, Jackson, Phoenix, Atlanta. Where else did I go? I mean, I went to so many places. I can't even think of them all. But
and it's crazy because I could be wrong, but I pay attention to the lot in the city. I love my city to death, and I pay attention to everybody, what they do, whether I like you or not. If you got something going on, if I even fuck with you, but if it support the city, I'll support it. And I've never seen nobody really move like that. Just going state to state, city to city, pushing something from the city outside of music. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Really just believing in their craft or what they got going on and saying, hey, I'm going to push this, I'm going to jump and make it happen. It's going to sound like you went on a leap of faith. Okay, we're going to just do it. And then all of a sudden it opened up for you, which a lot of times that's how things happen. You got to take that first leap and then you see what happens. But to see what you was doing, I was like, damn, this nigga doing something I ain't never seen before nobody do. Now, I could be wrong. And somebody in the comments, whatever, go and correct me. But for me, I've never seen it. So I want to salute you to that because that shows that sometimes you got to get about the city to make things happen. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? And people need to see that from we from Portland. We in the corner of the map. You know, a lot of opportunities don't fly this way. You got to create them out here. That's what makes us different. Right. I tell people all the time, you can take any nigga from my city, he gonna make it happen, guaranteed. We don't get opportunities, we create them, 100%. Facts. So you know what I'm saying, and that makes us different. I love that about us. And when I see people doing stuff like that, I salute it. So I just want to salute you, give you flowers on that. So now, I want to talk about the pop-ups because I see a lot of that's like the trend. I remember when it first started happening, but now it's like the thing to do. Do you find that beneficial to do pop-ups? Like, do you really feel like, going somewhere, whether it's local or out of state, it really benefits you and helping your brand grow and really getting your stuff out there? Or do you feel like it's just good to do and hopefully one day it'll do what it's supposed to do?
I made a lot of money at pop-ups. We add that into our monthly income. I mean, at least a few. When I say a few thousand, I mean, a few thousand. Right. I like to do, 2 or 3 a month, if possible. It definitely helps. It keeps you in touch. First off, the most important thing is, even if people don't buy, people are seeing your stuff. Facts. So it's reminding them. It's keeping your name in their mouth. You know what I'm saying? It's continuing to be recognizable. Even the people that don't see it. When they continue to see you, then it's just good. Your presence is there. Because besides social media, being out in the public, at events that are where there's going to be a lot of people, possible, maybe athletes or people who are big on social network or whatever, what I'm saying? Influencers, excuse me, that's what I was trying to say. It's a good look. When convenience and hustling is very important. If you're if people know you got a good product and you're at a place where they can buy, they're gonna cop. Facts. So they might not have time to come to your store. Right. You know what I mean? So and that's a quick gem. Like convenience and hustling is gonna make you more money, man. If you go post up in the spots where there's a lot of people and they know you got a good product, you're gonna make more money than sitting at home. Facts. 100%. Or at your store. Because they might not have time to come there. Right. You know what I'm saying? That's why we made so much money with the delivering. Because I said I'll bring it to your doorstep. Facts. You know what I mean? You was pulling up everywhere, bro. Yeah, he was pulling up everywhere. I was literally driving around every day, and if I didn't want to drive, I'd have my little chick that I was with at the time. I'd have her drive, and I'd just be sitting in the passenger seat counting loot. Right. You know what I'm saying? Felt like back in the day. Right. Exactly. That's how it used to be. I'm gonna keep it real with you. Right. Like that's the part that I love about what I do. Right. Because it's like I got that work. Right. But I can let you know. Like I'm like I said with Black Mannequin, you was talking about people going out of the city. I truly believe in my stuff, and I feel like the more people see it, the more people love it. But everybody can't see it unless I move around.
Facts.
Everybody, I got 12,000 followers on Instagram. The world has got 8 billion.
Facts.
So unless I move, I got to continue to move around and put this in front of people's faces. But I know they're gonna love it because everywhere I go, they love it. So that's very important to me. That's the part I love, man. I love hustling, and now. I used to have to be quiet about it for years. I used to have to put my money in a safe. Right. I don't even got no safes no more. I put my money in the bank. I got credit cards. Right. You know what I'm saying? It's a whole. I didn't elevate it. It's a whole different level I'm on. Right. And so that's the most exciting part to me. I mean, the money is cool and all that, but just being able to wake up every day knowing you got a good product that's legal and you can hustle it. I mean, I jump out the bed different.
I feel that, and it's crazy you mention your Instagram because I've been knowing you tapping into the reels a lot lately, man. I ain't gonna lie, they funny as hell, man. But I like that. So what was the thought process in getting into that? What made you start doing the reels and really doing those little skits like that with Black Mannequin?
I'm gonna keep it real, man. My gift in life. Hustling is one of them, but a lot of people do that. I don't really consider that a gift because that can be created. But my gift in life is I know what people want. I know what people want. I know what people like. I know what's gonna piss people off. I know sometimes I say stuff. I know what people gonna say. Right. I know people. I study people. Right. And so with the reels, I looked at Instagram. I'm like, okay. People ain't really giving a fuck about pictures no more. People don't care about liking your shit anyway. They just want to see it. They just want to see it. You know what I'm saying? So I'm like, okay, so the pictures is out. I'm like, okay, I'm gonna start doing reels. But before I start doing reels, I need to figure out what's gonna make my reels pop off over everybody's. First off, people love comedy. Facts. You know what I'm saying? People love funny stuff. Facts. So I'm like, okay, so I'm a funny nigga. So I'm gonna add that into what I'm doing. First, I'm gonna do funny stuff, but I'm gonna do stuff that's relatable in people's lives. So I'm gonna do stuff that people gonna be like, man, yeah, you know what I'm saying? Right. Yeah, I know, I feel him. It's funny because it's real. In my reels, I'm like, I'm gonna promote my clothing. I'm thinking like a consumer. I don't always want you to feel like you're selling me something. Right. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes I want you to feel like you're my friend. Right. So let's be friends. Right. I'm gonna do this skit that's funny, but we're gonna be draped in Mannequin. Right. But we're not gonna talk about it, but you gonna see it. More people gonna view it because it's funny. Facts. Now, since we're being funny, it's more people seeing the clothes. Strategic, you know what I mean?
Because you don't mention the mannequin. You're right about that.
I'm not talking. When I do the funny skits, me, my guy, everybody. You don't even notice it. He got the hoodie. I got the shirt. I got the shoulder bag. Right. He got the. You know what I'm saying?
So to my guy Jonte too. That's my guy.
Yeah. And then my guy, shout out my guy from Shy, man. My guy Dwayne.
Oh, he's funny, bro. Oh my God, bro.
Idiot.
The facial expressions for me, bro. I be dead, bro. I ain't gonna hold you.
Bro, he's funny, an idiot. Bro.
Oh God, he plays it well, man. And I think y'all got good chemistry, and I like what I see, man. Yeah. I looked at, I was like, this is a great marketing scheme. What he doing? But I didn't mention. You don't even mention the clothing line. It's really just you doing the real. But like I say, they seeing the clothing. Smart move, man. Genius, man. That's dope, bro.
And then at the same time, I always think of what the consumer's thinking subconsciously. At the same time, it's like he wants to be my friend. He wants to make me laugh. Right. But you know what? That shirt he got on with that hat is fire. I'm gonna go and get online and order that. Facts.
And you be in the store all the time too. Like, it's crazy. So, man, like with that being said, I know you say some things that sometimes can rub some guys the wrong way. And I'm not gonna lie, I be dying, because I know if a nigga ain't secure with himself, we probably feel like you talking to him. Your baby mama's favorite. You know your baby mama. Look, I be dying if he was a nut, bro.
Your baby mom's favorite.
Right? I mean, I ain't gonna lie, man. I love it because I see what you're doing. Yeah. It's man, genius. Controversy. But I can see a guy looking at that like, man, fuck this nigga, man. 100%.
They're saying
100%. 100%. But it's funny, bro, and I want to salute, bro. Keep doing that, man. That's great. I think it's working for you. But how'd you get 12,000 followers on Instagram, bro? How'd you build that? Because that's like right now, that's the way to go. Like Facebook is cool. Yeah. I feel like Facebook. For me, Facebook is not what it used to be. It's just more for I can go in and talk my shit. People I know, have a good time with motherfuckers in the comments, whatever the case may be. But I feel like when you really got something going on, you got to get a strong Instagram presence. I feel that's for the worldwide aspect of it. I feel Facebook is more for the local because it's hard. You don't really get, for me at least, I mean, I got a big following on Facebook, but I don't get too much out of town movement, more local.
I'm glad you asked me that question because a lot of people have been asking that. First off, when I started Instagram, when I started Black Mannequin page, I had 1,600 followers. That was 5 years ago. Now I'm at 12.4 thousand. On my son and daughter, I ain't bought a follower. And I'm not knocking it. That's what you do. I'm not knocking it.
But we ain't doing that though.
But I'm gonna break it down. First off, I appeal to a lot of people. Now, no disrespect to the gang members or none of that. You know what I'm saying? But I'm not a gang member. I'm not, you know what I'm saying? I rock with all of them. I got a lot of good friends, you know what I'm saying? And shout out to all the gangs. Like I said, no disrespect. But that helps me out a lot because I can go anywhere. I can rock with anyone. There's not people that are going to dislike me because I'm from the other side. I'm not from no side.
From no side.
You know what I'm saying? So that works in my favor. The other thing is, if you really look at my page and you really break it down, you actually scroll down, I try to appeal to more than just black people. I try to, even though it's called Black Mannequin, I like to show white people. I like to show comedians. I like to show even other businesses that I think are dope. You know what I'm saying? And so, my audience is more wider because I got white people that people might not even know that rock with me. I got my black folks. I got from doing fashion shows and stuff out of town. I got those people. And it's like, then on top of that, you know what I'm saying, the way I dress, a lot of dudes watch to see, what I'm rocking. And then the girls watching to see what I'm rocking too, or see if they got a chance to rock with me. And then I got, I'm doing funny stuff. So then it's, people. So it's a lot of different ways that I bring followers in, opposed to just being, you know what I'm saying? And so a lot of times when people see me, they think, Black Mannequin gonna be like he is on social media. Or people even think they be like, he's an asshole. But when they meet me, it's like, nah, I'm doing all this to, Black Mannequin. I'm creating a brand. And so there's certain things that you got to do to boom up. You know what I'm saying? I'm not disrespecting nobody, but I'm going to do everything I can to make my business grow.
So with doing so much and having your hands in so much, it seems like you definitely a creator for sure. You have the creative mindset. You're looking for new angles, new ways to put your product out there, to put yourself out there. Let me ask you, what motivates you every day to stay? Because your energy stays up. Yeah. You don't really see your energy down. Yeah. It might be down, but we don't see it. Yeah. Energy is always up. What motivates you to stay in that lane, in that realm of just high energy and also getting up just to go and stay at it every day, even when you got your down days? What pushes you every day?
Man, I'm gonna keep it real. First, my kids. On God, you know what I'm saying? Demarian and Kyrie. My son, he's going to be a sophomore at Evergreen. My daughter, she just born 5 months.
Congratulations.
Seeing them, seeing pictures of them, seeing them being happy and grow, that make me jump out of bed different, bro. You know what I'm saying? That's my motivation. That's, I used to be motivated by money. Right. You know what I'm saying? I ain't going to lie. I did. A lot of us were.
100%.
But, at this point in my life, I feel like, there's always room for improvement, but even though I'm pushing my brand, being a father is super important to me. You know what I mean? And being responsible for their lives, that's heavy. Right. When you're responsible for 2 other human lives, you know what I'm saying? And so I take my job very seriously, and so that, I ain't gonna lie, that's the number one thing. You know what I mean? The other thing is, you know what I'm saying, I did it my way. I lived my life the way that I wanted to. I found a way to do it, but do it right. Right. Because for a long time, I wasn't doing it right. Right. You know what I mean? And so to be able to wake up and make my own schedule, you know what I'm saying? I wake up, eat right, go to the gym, just to be able to do what I want to do on a daily basis, and people look at it and be motivated by it, it's a blessing. You know what I mean? I feel like a lot of things in life people overlook as blessings. And, everybody talking about, I got to get the bag or whatever. But, I'm thinking less and less more about money. I need it to survive, but I'm just blessed to be able to, you know what I'm saying, my kids is here. I can be a father to them. I'm a positive role model in their life. And on top of that, you know what I'm saying, I got a business, I got something that they can look up to, you know what I'm saying, something they can be happy about, and saying that, my dad is Black Mannequin. Facts. To me,
the legacy.
That's pay. That payment is better than any amount of money I could get.
Right. Make them proud to say that. So let me say this too, because you brought this up too, you know what I'm saying, working out. I see you do promote health. I want to put that out there as well. I think health is the real bag. Salute to Kun Love. Yeah. And you always give your little statements. You know what I'm saying? I'm out here motivated. Get in the gym. If you ain't doing this, and I love it when you do it, because you because really even though somebody's hearing that, it's gonna sit in their subconscious. Like, you're right, damn, I'm sitting on the couch. This nigga up, he doing this, and this nigga at the gym too. I need to get to the gym. You know what I'm saying?
What you saying? That's how I know it's working.
Cause it did it to me. One day, I ain't gonna lie, I took like 2 weeks off, and it was one of your messages. You had the little hoodie on. You was like, "Nigga, what you doing? I'm in the gym. And you ain't in the gym. Nigga, I'm here, and I'm still." I was like, this nigga ain't lying. Let me get my ass up and get to the goddamn gym. I need to be working out right now. I'm tripping. And I love that because that's what we need, man. We got to promote that health, man. So I just want to know, what is your take on health, man? Because we losing a lot of people to health, man, around us, and at an early age too.
Hey, it's very serious. That's why I'm gonna keep it real with you. You can feel me on this. Anytime I talk crazy, if I'm in a gym, if I'm talking crazy, like I said, I'm not trying to talk down to nobody. Right. I'm not saying no names, but I say that to motivate. Now I'm speaking to everybody, but I'm especially speaking to my black folks because growing up the way that we grew up, sometimes you gotta talk crazy to us for us to you can't just. Right. Sometimes you gotta talk upside a nigga head for him to really understand. And I'm gonna keep it real with you. I was one of them dudes. So I take that. I know it's a lot of other people out here that are exactly like me. Right. So the only thing that ever motivated me in my life is when one of my big homies talked crazy and talked upside my head. Right. They used to be like, "Oh, bro, you out here? You acting like you doing something, bro?
Right.
Are you serious?
Right.
And so it's like that. Even from a young age, that stuck with me. That's how I motivate you. I don't know no other way. I'm gonna talk crazy, bro. To you be like, man, because if you feel like I'm talking about you, you don't want to be that guy.
You don't want to be that guy.
You don't want to be the guy that the successful clothing line that the girls like, that the dude. You don't want to be you. That's what I'm saying. You don't want to be that guy that he talking about.
Right, 100%. I'm gonna lie. I literally got up. Let me get my ass to the gym. This nigga ain't lying right here. He ain't lying. I'm like, I was off for like 2 weeks. I didn't go to the gym, and I was like, I started feeling a little sluggish and shit. I'm like, damn. I'm just sitting on the couch and I'm going through my phone. I seen that shit and you hit the way you. I was like, this nigga ain't lying. I gotta get my ass to go to the gym. This nigga be doing it all. And I'm sitting on the motherfucking couch. Like, let me get my ass up and get to this gym workout. So it's a big deal. Like myself, I done lost a lot of weight in recent.
I see you, man.
Yeah, 100%. Bro.
Yeah, I see you. I seen you.
Yeah, facts, bro. I had no choice, man. It was either that or face death at some point. So you know what I'm saying. I got to be around for my babies, man. So I had to make that decision. So let me ask you this question, man. A couple questions before we get out of here. 81, baby, birthday passed already?
Yeah, August 7th.
Okay, so it's 41. I'm fine, we get age out there, man. We 41. So what would yourself now tell young B Wall, 18-year-old, 19-year-old B Wall, man? What would you go back and tell yourself right now? Young active man, ain't listening to nobody.
I ain't gonna lie, I truly believe I'm where I'm at because of my journey, and the things that I've experienced in my life. It all makes sense to me now when I look at it. But I definitely would. I would have definitely said, get on with what I'm doing. I would have said, figure something out earlier. You know what I'm saying, in my life, like something positive, something legal, because I'm not gonna say wasted, but I spent a lot of years of my life saying what I wouldn't do. Right. And that's the regret, because when I look at it now, it's like with the hustle that I have and what I've learned, you know what I'm saying, I could even be on an even higher level. And I'm not even saying that in a selfish sense, but if I would have been smarter about it, then I could possibly be helping more people at this time.
Facts. So I feel that. I really feel you come from. I say the same thing to myself. I can go back and tell myself, I'd be like, bro, figure this out earlier. Yeah. You waited too late in the game to figure it out. But then also, sometimes we get lost in a time capsule when we're in the streets because everything's moving so fast. Yeah. And you're not really advancing yourself. You're just kind of in this little space and it's comfortable. You know what I'm saying?
You're right. And, everybody knows if you got some real money in the streets that, the way that we grow up, and when you grow up and, you might not come from a family with money or whatever. You might got to figure out how to get it how you live. But when you come from not having much as a teenager, and then you really get some money, I can't speak for everybody. I know a lot of people probably feel like this, but like me, I felt like I made it. I felt like I turned into the dude that I always wanted to be as a kid. But even though it was in the wrong way, that's how I felt. That's and so it puts you on a pedestal.
Right.
It makes you feel like, you're going out popping bottles, celebrating. It makes you feel like you're that guy.
You're that guy, right. Everybody in the city love you. You get love everywhere you go.
And so,
you know what I'm saying? Yeah.
It's tough to get out that bubble, man.
100%.
And this goes out for anybody in any city, because if you hustle, then you know right. What I'm talking about. Mm-hmm. It's most ain't gonna make it out.
Facts.
You know what I'm saying? It's gonna be, you know what it's gonna be. Right. It's gonna be them two options.
I had this conversation all the time because, like I said, we the same era, so think about all the people we done lost along the way.
Man.
And we still here, bro.
Yeah.
We talk about R.I.P. Cameron. You know what I'm saying? Like, so many people we done lost along the way, bro. Yeah. I play basketball with, football with, steal from the corner store with, you know what I'm saying, ride bikes in neighborhoods with, to now a lot of us are gone. Yeah. And it's crazy. Sometimes I be like, maybe grace of God is why I'm here for a reason, because some of them lanes I done played in. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, damn. So, I will go back and always tell myself, like you tell yourself, man, figure it out early. You know what I'm saying? Don't get complacent in life. Yeah. Just start grinding. Period. Until you figure it out, man. Yeah. And so I salute you for that. That's a good message to put out there. Yeah. Also, man, so what's next for Black Mannequin, man? What we doing?
So coming up, shout out Cool Nuts. He just got me on. I'm gonna be it's a huge show September 18th in Tacoma. Trippie Redd, Moneybagg Yo, Tory Lanez. I don't want to say the wrong thing, so that's all I remember as of now. But he put me on. I'm gonna be doing a pop-up up there. What else do I got going? Shout out to Shawnee Nicole and For the Crew. We about to get to mixing it up. We got a collab coming.
Let's go.
So that's gonna go crazy, and I love For the Crew too. Shout out to For the Crew. What else? Oh, you already know Mike James Weekend.
Oh yeah, that's going down. That's gonna be lit. That's about to be up. That's about to be up.
Mike James Weekend. Shout out Mike James. Shout out Next Level Entertainment. Shout out Sam Thompson.
Facts.
So gonna be in the building for that this Sunday. I don't know when it's gonna air, but this Sunday. August, I think it's the
this Sunday's the 28th, I think. No, yeah, next week. This
the
Sunday.
22nd. August 22nd. Yeah. I'm linking up with the Black-owned dispensary, Relief Cannabis. It's over there across from Popeyes on MLK.
Yep.
The old Nike. With my guy Lou, Big AJ Trent. Yep. And we got a mixer. So that's gonna be Sunday 5 to 8. It's at a dope Airbnb with a pool.
Nice.
They gonna have big bowls of tree out.
Nice.
Stupid Burger, my guy Danny gonna be in the building. OG1 gonna be in the building, and they also have a bar. So it's gonna be a beautiful vibe. You know what I'm saying? I gotta probably give you the flyer or something we can show.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
That. We'll push that for you.
But yeah, that's gonna be going on this weekend. So yeah, and just beside that coming up, got a huge back to school sale coming next week.
Okay.
Don't nobody know about. So yeah, I'm talking about a huge sale. I'm talking about. It's gonna be damn near. This is gonna be for the low.
Say that then.
So yeah, so that'll be next week. The 23rd, 24th, 25th. 23rd, 24th, and 25th in store and online.
Okay, say that then. Okay, so you moving the groove, man. So how can people want to get? They want to get with Black Mannequin, man. How can they get with you?
You want to get with Black Mannequin? You can Instagram at The Real Black Mannequin, or Instagram as well at The Closet PDX. Email bwalden100@gmail.com. You want to get at me for, events. Pop-ups, whatever, that type of stuff. Also, just to let all my small businesses know, like I said before, I said it on Facebook, but I don't know if everybody saw it. If you're a small business and you want to do a pop-up, you want to use my store for a location, let's print a flyer up, let's get it going. You know what I'm saying? I'm not turning nobody down. If I feel like you got a good product and I know you out here pushing and you wanna do something, you know what I'm saying? Let me use my Let me use
your platform.
Yeah, let me use my platform to boom you up and show you love.
That's what's up. Well, man, B-Wall, I appreciate you coming on the show, man. We had a good conversation.
Thank you.
I feel like it's more layers to unreal with you, man. And over time, we'll get you back on here, man, because I'm about to take this podcast to the next level. Yes, I got some big surprises to let y'all know soon. But listen, you know what it is. It's time for us to get up out of here. It's your boy DJ Price Miyagi. It's the Can We Talk podcast. Your favorite. My guy B-Wall, Black Mannequin. Y'all know what it is. Salute to everybody that's tuned in. Make sure you subscribe. Let everybody know. Tell a friend, and we out.
Yeah.